that investigation and no media free Anthony Taylor so yeah and so atebe and na ebia kwanyame ya doma weekend team matches I was about no nyina no ya the one later send update no more and some about the camera early kick off last week Saturday Bobo can find some manju woman bako him I want to say woman dia good Chelsea as well as what can say last week man you and some early kick off defy then no and some question me and say we am a Southampton woman some antimi antimi weekend we no Chelsea way now Abramo Lantern Stadium woman some and West Ham and Bogema Chelsea and West Ham bon referee no you found some Sam Barrett no and I'm match with Ediamano and a video assistant referee no woman some Adiama Orana you found says Stuart Atwell woman and some officials and Yamia Duma woman ko Sam match and what Manchester Super way now match about some our Sour Spark no and your Bobo Kua you found say Crystal Palace and some and a Manju and a Babo or found say David Cooch and some other center referee now for Chris Kafanov and some video assistant referee our bra and I match about Swafi you will Liverpool about weekend and Chamo Ankoye ama ya heard him say Yamiya Saturday I was say Mumeki Amens Masa and yet why ya nature some mammy see Bianie Mama boys and say our brother Muyano Monsha boys Nanemu I Liverpool and a cider you found a Bournemouth and some Anabonabum where young Kram Dema Liverpool for them. Bomb of team no bra woman ya stop retadi momo ko sama chinemu ye na referee na aye Tony Harrington wonom anoma pointino ana Graham Scott aye va and some our sama chinemu nyame yarama Sunday ya wo big game eba so Man City woman some ana Arsenal and elbow na amanfo be san kan biam say Arsenal eba say Premier League afi wono some esen na so dia and ya say kwan bia so Arsenal boboku no woman some akwahye boboku ye fan say no aye City na say want me and share aye City team no na mama Man City akosunya win dia and ya was some to my adwuma say nay wo mo nya ready so mo drop points ama say Arsenal and some akwa to Man City no wo mo the match na ama referee Michael Oliver wono anabako aye sa match no ba kunsu nie Oliver ni Anthony Taylor mo mi no masa ya do mo so do say guti enti Michael Oliver wono anabari sa game no na John Bruce ahwania ye fan say video assistant referee actors no and some update aba won some ni no ye de am ye for anano pay and some our show no onim say adeba ko aya akwadan na ye fan Rodri our born ball and some Man City boboku no na Rodri ayo obi ani matomba boy ne bobra na o kaisa Tony Cruz akoya Real Madrid start season national koye among for start and the perfect replacement and some amount Tony Cruz ayo Rodri Emma Mebakani Pay say Man City boboku no womunya ready sa akwadan fan sa Rodri no womom abeton na and some aton otena ama chasa Rodri akọ oni be bi akọ and sa Real Madrid for say womom some number so for Rodri adia and womom to ma dwuma no pay no Jaminya no say yes, I am Man City for this row. Essence, I deal by Copa, Ebia Italy, ni, and then Sebia Spain, ni, I can't so a Spaniard. Yana get a home upon a homesick. Or no, about Ferran Torres at the Man City. Well, ba as a ball crow, Bobida, or the Swan South Chrome, or the Ebia soldier, so that donum, and it's just a mitronum. I don't remember Premier League anymore, or the bar, or the Swan South Chrome, or about Ebia Italy, ni, at the number. What also ba homesick, or Sabas. Kwadu krom ete Man City for no say woman some abaso mo ye na jom betimi bia player na ye fan say Rodri extended the contract no and some adema Man City boboku no na o ma sha say kwama nkomo de and some naguso elkoso data na ye so mo diri e ba say bia na negotiation akwaye den enu nti ade bia also mo ye bia no woman so abaye ama player ye fan say Rodri and so in fact woman some abaso mo ye intentem so e check the normal aye process Man City for no and some use essence woman say be a Real Madrid ebetimi a guarantee boy starting berth and what Real Madrid and some ebetimi a dada no na yes Real Madrid bobo ko say woman omo ya wa so mo ba sikana Man City be bono enya de say na me no kasa Real Madrid bobo ko no woman some ebetimi atua etana sana tedia on be ko so ado mo swag ade agemo gas na sa enti Real Madrid fa de o man say ya te say master temo court proceedings 115 charges no momon payo na se edimwa so omunim say dia punishment ababa ana nipa so ba ko na se team ba ko a ye the charges ama ko 115 about there emu 10 enya wo kra na dia ka ni nyina benya wo emu 100 enya wa emu 15 ebenya wo enti Real Madrid team no yeso mo bomper se bia sotwe baba Man City no ebeye kase pa na ne amatim no agija ye relegate mu dia ana Rodri ana won ko championship no mo na cheso mo so fa boy ni cool eye a chese ni nyina na aye nioma boboku a ye fa no sam aye Man City boboku no wo mo so face a chese ni nyina no ensom aye update aba honsam ye de ema ye for ebiem ensom aye akoda na fa no sa Amad Diallo our bonobo ensom ama United na akoda we jabra onimbo bankasa a chese ye bombe se Siana Abdulaziz enso be yama basa akoda no bra Siana Diallo mu ya colon ba ya Diallo baba cemented the position our man you bobo kono so what say no pay na me catch se coach ni say Bon Alejandro Garnacho and Amad Diallo Bon Anthony entimi to omo a onya boni bi mo Diallo no so no report to me nya no say man you for no say yes boy the contract abewu nyame adama next year summer and so man nya ni ntama akoda no so be betimi afa no and then so ma kwan e mo bi so fa Amad Diallo for free na just one you wadwuma ye and to report to me say kan nyina no and some other said Diallo ayobi a wo mo twa say boy no and some na betimi extend the contract na amaboboku a ye fa no say Man United afai mama Jadon Sancho ayobi a makana sam na yesi enso Maresca na kasa enye na no madumba ne keke yesi from training basa boy no wano kwa kate nioma short started training enso ama Chelsea achas edeba ansena wo be making debut na no ewa we ama bobo ko ni nyina no na yesi manager fans enso Maresca wano afa boy ne la na yesi inside edi abasa yesi coach ne say wo question say na nya kwadawe no mo say wo omu ade na or attitude ana insubordination I want na friend to no coach enya problem sir coach ne so boy ba training na won training ye and until one fan can match their squad ho am a boy no coach we take sir wonom ana done scapegoat am a confirm Sompa abanya kwada ya wo ba ye bibia no one match sir kwada no woni suban o be a very cool attitude no ensom aye kama won fan training any agro am kwada no you say wanya real impression ensom awo kobam am no kasani nyina no so aye update and ensom afi Jadon Sancho and manager no aswa the latest aminya no say yes supercomputer say Chelsea anya dey cry third position ememe come say man for asase atwe say ye dey edu ani dumienu dey ho na da bia boss wo ma bia say so mo da yes supercomputer making the prediction no wo say Chelsea abato so me yensa ensom afi our Premier League no ensom table no so a enom aye update aba ho nsem ni nyina no ye de ema ye chefo ene anopai ensom awo show no so afi yenko aye boboku a ye fa no sa Jazz from Spain ayas so 125 years na ye kasa ayas ma okay Johan Cruyff omo and about Tonio to ema na me no kase bonsa wo mu tiki taka no ensom adaso ye adwuma na ayas so 125 years the mean no say as part of our anniversary celebration no yesterday on be so mo ye ene say Womo ever bought a friendly game. Now friendly game no ayas omo legends omo and Real Madrid legends and ever bought nyame adma 17th November and as a game ever koso our Johan Cruyff Arena. Now game about so Johan Cruyff Arena no report to me say can say coach na ye fan Louis van Gaal onom and ever coach ayas womo ajade say we legends omo team no na Louis van Gaal coach ya ye say Danny Blind and watch Adrian van der Sar or Frank de Boer and Ronald de Boer and we are for me you know and some other ball Aaron Winter and Jacques Swart munano woman you know some other be Obanya Jerry Litmanen woman you know other ball I just such as a gamer and no other cause and a Real Madrid woman legends no sniper about what say woman confirm okay Ike Casillas no I a former goalkeeper and my Real Madrid and also the men say can say one of some other Ram Nampo one of abapon ye kan say legends omo game ni bia enom kakra fi omo so ye enso mad aba fei mame bobo kwa fa no say Madrid yes Real Madrid for no who come as well, ya? One of them said, "Nipa beka say me say I ana nanu ya start tilling now. My boss anya 15. Momo was 11 or so. I just dia na matena ma ya boss atwumwe na record no so just say ya bobe say be 3 matches echo 4. Na say be Madrid actually by 4 points. I want to mean league and so na so. Enti no musuro German say kan say will be anywhere under pressure. To Real Madrid manager fan say Ancelotti and the coaching staff no so will be anywhere under pressure. And some players no and to mo ye ai and I yes Florentino set a target and I didn't tell you almost no crab be him. Now Real Madrid ayomo no be na ko race o. Real Madrid for the GDA pass woman belong to just their own world. We are no omo ni nya pe and omo nya pe. Enti say oh your bouncer na bia was starting akoya. Wo de akoso na boku anim na say omo be sai mo na mo be ai ana abitra na just referee ni disimo ana referee dima Real Madrid da ona mo be tensema omo so abeka twemo enti omo tiri ba say nei confidence adaso ho adaso aye intact our bro no and some update about gentia mekan na no our tip off so and some other show will say Real Madrid for say oh your player now be so grant interview just say we be seek permission and say wo mo tiri ba say one and now omo enjoy omo sumdue pa and players no say na obi ananim kasa enti ebia obama kwan obi akwa interview no ayi bomb ba kwa ba beto ade beche na chese wi asa fa na nyina ye enti wo mo no say ansa na wo mo makwa ma ebia interview akwaso no nyina no agi sa oba emempedefo esren ase no kra no wo mo na betro aye questions a awo say wi ya no ene de ni kwan so wi ya no nsema also kan say be ya enko fa asem bi ama no enso my update aba onum sa Real Madrid bobo ko no so no owura fa no say guti na ya be discuss Erling Haaland say yenim say bi Man City bobo ko no coach fa no say Pep on che ewo ho enti the moment ebe say be a Pep enche oboboku a ye fan say Man City acha say ebe raise question marks awa kwada we ensom adache ho na Germany no say Real Madrid for no yenim de waka chom say be a Barca so nya boy ne dache bi a oye the perfect replacement Emma Robert Lewandowski ne nami oni nyini aka one America ko ni tiya juma or sour height and said Lewandowski and some our bino enti am so be a catcher Real Madrid for say boss and so aye juma underground omo hwehwia na yes guti and was say onom obompa na Florentino person oyobia obetumi atu scanifo Debi kra who see case about chenso and I win sky I have a bit tanya over to scanning for yes or bomb say Madrid for a next a project and I say woman next target abaya kwadana your friend Erling Haaland na odiri eba se nipa bi ensum anya kwadana omope ento no de your kan nyina say wo bomb pa say Real Madrid for a next target no anya kwadana for Erling Haaland when you Mbappe entena ba aka Haaland eno ana bebuama Real Madrid bobo ko no wo mo som akoso awuru amo wiase a chese no so aye update eno efo ma so deba ena me no kasai yesi new king new law na owura fa say Hans Flick ono ana wo ye coach ama bobo ko a ye fa na FC Barcelona na manager no wasesa ne omam genti America se manager na sesa ne omam ene say wonum say German say kan sanka on the normal day Barca kwakabo e bia Champions League game te sanka bia Barca ebe ko Monaco ewa we no sanka match na ayo chena Barca ebe fly ene wo mu kodra Ombe training. Our baby a match in Abaso Stadium and Kobe train our start Louis II. When we are training area, Nanka press conference and Sanyo Marinano and some Abasoma rested another chair. Woman Bomu game. Now so the say can say many can say onum Sanyo Mom Kakra, not Hans Flick, I and say woman by the can say pre-match training and some our Barcelona. Not just a trainer. I was Sanka Boss Aquaya, our Monaco no woman sim training. training about Barcelona Vadeba so Omutradabi where you suta Esportiva Womu training and some our suta Esportiva area and send Oma fly and some Akomonanko no ma kwakwa bi a walk Oma inspect a pertinent so Womu Yanu no mo kodama teche Womu bo match ni ansan kombo wie pa nanka na dwoma to aso no ma for flight e dia ba Jaminya no say coach ni say Womu abo match ni wie a Omekwa koda hotel ama diache ansana bobo kwa so Barcelona and some two our back and some our Spain I know I said the itinerary assessor ya de I update ni na tema what kai kiki setien onom I former coach I'm a bouncer ono no say Barca call no buy no na what the nantwie e kwa didie ana call no buy obeje Barca juma onye say we say Barca for that so de ka na Barca pamono aye 4 years any na also 4 years ni nyame ya doma acha ye bia mantwe enkonare ye de na chasa the last installment akam no Barca for some atuawie wo mo chemu makomako ama chasa omo the 4 years na atua entibusumi ekonare ya na chasa Barca for atuawie no so ba Barca osua ne ma pi he enyoma wodo pi no no ebesua as manager na enyo obia no nya chance coach player ye fan say Lionel Messi and yaka managers and I said your coaches are woman Lionel Messi aya juma ono some other county no aya some demano some maybe a chum on your player your fan say Lionel Messi and yakotano and some aya juma yerim said Danny Olmo Epra and it the men say can say Rafinha no ebeshem Rafinha betimi about 10 and say unya manager and say your manager no o manioma kwe demawa o catch us bo ebia 10 bo 6 baby or to be abo and the men say can say I likely say Ferran Torres Ebeshem one Abako Rafinha position on the left now Rafinha about 10 and no idea report to me say can say one game against Monaco no and I said a rotational policy and some Abesiako Mikaye passing and say mubi me story Emma Mekacho Sakotena your friend Nico Williams our bonny ball and some Emma Bebo where your boss of Fanamen Kwayana and one money I want to say so and Yahuno so paying and my number the nipa na ma na mo ka de bupa bia e be wi a kire transfer market bia unya na wo sa masa boy ni de oba ebabu amu because na no ya ball boy okwaje man of the match no na no worship na Nico Williams me catch am say president no ne bufu boy no wo kai say boy na kasa na nsan wo koye interview akoka say wonom ane na busua ane chesa mparifo no nyina gitumu say obesa bo one more season adama bebao etebebao for no kwa ya we say wo mu ye season we akodan no ensom abeko na demensa kan nyina no say akodan no say onya the green light ama president of fano say one porter na mom fame kono ane asem no sikasem na abeka say wo hia guarantee say bio moto me dem ba mo register me I'm a match day 1 me bobby anasa me nya money nyina no wo mo ntimi amfa sa financial guarantees ama akodan no enti akwara nipa bia wo be ka cha wo say onom asuna be Barca anasa wo swerve aye Barca bia no enye no kro boy no enya the green light ama boboku a ye fa no Barca nunti ana me be ka cha wo say president no eda so eya da kwada no nyame yaro masema wo so abesa komu biem achese no enso eya update eba fei mame aye bobo kwa some Marcel Adron Rabio wonum se diamen se kan na no pay no enso na se Rabio eba dru enra make an wasem etro so eba dru enra no pay me be catch us a flight a delay na diamenya na no pay se medical so wa ya wie shakobenya aye boy na mame wa bro no e hye Marcel atade onye enta Adron Rabio ni ono ana chesa no pay ne medical kuso elkoso den na yesi baby se na baby ye osnanka Geoffrey Kondobia ono Pierre Emile Hoybie enabo aye fifi ama aye coach Dizabi na Rabio no yemfa ne ntena benjo ani yesem omuko nwura mu na wo mo sene twene e ka se de no hu ana beso atwene na bo be the start is also no obia mo wudina na bo na shase yesu yesem Kondobia diriye ba se Rabio na oba no abemono akọ bench wo bia nso nka hwe wo bia ma odin kan bibia na so yese wonu ya didi e ba se nei aye bench ana obekọ na bia Pierre Emile Hoybie wonom ana Adrian Rabiot enso start am Olympic Marcel Bobokuo na eno aye update aba Marcel aye komasem yi wo supporters mienu Jamense kan say yamo 20 to 24 aye Mant Stadium ban na chese aye Barca 1 year ban no eno aye chese bana wo so ansa ebetimi aka na report Jamense kanom and say, Sabana Germany, and say, you call smoke bombs, Bassama 200 smoke bombs, the Binia, Sab pyrotechnics, and a fire flares, you know, Yakasamamo Farmer Stadium as one day. Now, please, for the Busamas of India. Now, we actually young Quanim, where didn't set anyway, so I need the social media, and a police for sanity, and in film you know, and yet some more, move to Miaba Stadium, I mean, no, I punishment, woman some at and none pay Paris Saint-Germain, Yabanoma start. Omu training Jamense Kashak so benya no ejama onu so mobile training no na Jamense kan sa president na ye fan Sheikh Nasser Al Khelaifi wonom ane chasa Randal Kolomwani edin komo our dugout to ansana womo so training ensom abaso and we che say president no one Luis Campos enso din komo abra one ehwe training anopai womo so eya bi abo Paris Saint-Germain womo so poisi eho na sama me branch fan sa Vincent Company and then no Champions League game Basso now Bamuchin for Dinamo Zagreb and you be so penny Mono Zagreb and I was where the Ayafala and Yentia Vincent Company.
It means that the opponent is it's Champions League, so you have to earn the right to be in this league, and from the moment you're in the Champions League, it means that the opponent is number one used to winning. I think there are some similarities as well between Dinamo Zagreb in terms of and Bayern in terms of the culture of winning, the amount of times they have won the league over the last 20 years or so. So they know what it is to win, and you don't arrive in one game or the other all of us.
Yes, and no aye kakra coach fans aye Vincent Company and I tell say you didn't say no and my ye for fresh shark yenko AC Milan and no omu training final one bus no ura ye fan Zlatan wa wunya time monitor and ra ye juma dia make show say onana ye fan Gary Cardinal wa fly every Milan eko dem Zlatan aba and wana just Zlatan and some our training grounds I monitor and about stadium said the enwa me catch out na Jaminya no so ura ba ko a yes one so say na Oba Stadium e wa brabo ko a ye fan say AC Milan omo and Liverpool abon aye coach na ye fan Luciano Spalletti onom and a coach ama Zurich of Italy yes coach no so ba Chiesa so yes one start e bia minute ni kakra bi no obenya bo na so Spalletti e be say obehwa akoda no e mo to oba so bo any other players a wo mo so na fi Italy ama animo na Jaminya no say coach your friend Anna Slot and was say Okwakobo Champions League game aye next game will be able to say game against aye Nottingham na kra na aye omo disappointed I was so show reaction and anadri yentie no.
Not only the journalists were disappointed about the result from us against Nottingham Forest, the team and me were really disappointed as well. Although we always put it in the right perspective when we beat United, the journalists and us were really positive, of course. But I also saw things we had to improve. And last Saturday, we didn't do as many things good as we did against United, but there were still a few things that went quite well.
Yes, and no aye kakra free coach na aso adeba on one say a branch about Kobe Hadgen and Anadri aye Rafael Leao afe Paulo Fonseca and so say omu game against Liverpool Anadri our San Siro aye opportunity adama AC Milan say one be show Ameria sin na Sompa wo mu sua de na team no enso grow and no aye update eba Avram Morata say anka on any Champions League night match way aye either say be a semi final and as a final Milan Liverpool Barbara aye final assembly kanonti ono ni no mani agese na adwino wo mo so benya bia ba eno aye update eno so aba Mike say bibia find here
fancy nyame ado bibia kama and yeah mo bibia kwa ba yenchi obi aso mfambra Jumedi and so a lot of things to look at. Champions League, so of course, you have share matches in him, then yeah, the course super tuja, and then also we get to look at some other transfer developments. Now we have stories say Man City and then Rodri and then Real Madrid. Player on and 15. Man City on one hand and then Real Madrid on the other hand. Interesting. The woman say City for no enya atinkebi say Rodri might potentially move away, but the chances of moving away in the slim. In Chemunini, Rodri contract on the Man City one aka 3 years. City are looking to offer another deal, and I say an improved dealer. Extend the duration of contract on you, but he will get better monetary terms. And this is number 2. Enti sikom the man na watching bia other bonuses allowances ni ade no omobe hike e de akosro a be raise ne eye status as a big earner in the City team wa ebe mo ne the likes of Ellen Holland, Kevin De Bruyne, MYP.
Yeah.
Now they know that when they're able to do this, they ward off potential interest in sports. But issue Emma City for no AM Cheshire kakra. That Premier League case Premier League no a charge on 115 separate charges. Na omo GDA say ankoyi amfa momo was a legal battle ni mu a. Then eventually some of their most prized assets, players or more din club nim no major wako. And one of them Rodri. Inti Emma City for no ebo hu kakra. But from the camp of Madrid, they also know that as it stands, in the next year or two, Omonsa encounter Rodri in simple terms because one, Man City are not selling, and then two, if Madrid makes a move at the City, the City the demands they will make transfer fee near the end, it will look like an improbable transfer. Madrid have made big buys, but Bellingham Musica the tour money, but yes, was a new be a Man City bebomo if they go in for Rodri. So they know that in normal terms, it is a very complicated deal to pursue. So Madrid have cooled off. But when that's what akra, and so was our court case, say in the worst of scenarios, and now in the worst case, na ekosise ya Man City point ye demoting it in the championship ya any BBA, it will have a huge sporting impact. A negative on the City team now. It gives Madrid more any other clubs who are interested in Man City players an advantage because in the event say you are relegating Man City, yes, Monco championship, ye demoting more. Menya sure say big players or more team they will want to continue playing. Menya sure say the coach Pep Guardiola will want to continue. So omo GDA say BB says City team it will be like a tsunami at the shock at the beba and then a whole in sunsanso be as a players jai way jai. There will be a scramble for the most prized assets of a City team into clubs ni bebrebe ko so mo kwa pebi. And any Madrid no any that's all. But fancy I'm telling you, City will fight that legal case to the letter. And I know why I'm saying this. They stand a lot to lose if they don't win this legal case. City team no. Se omen wini sa omone Premier League entokoya. City no won nyoma bebrea obehwere if they don't win. So they will put in everything there is to win. Even if say initial hearing now they will appeal and they will take this matter to the highest of courts, both in the and behind the scenes. Because we know there's a left and right. City will battle this case out to find a way out of it.
Man City.
And yet Nottingham Forest. And yet Everton. This is Manchester City. And it is a club that is owned by a hierarchy. Sompa the rulership. If City lose this case, a defeat any dimbone ebe bata the Abu Dhabi royal family ne ho.
And even the trophies and the titles, so imagine.
Minyaka Sporting, there, I am talking about the royal family.
Yes.
They are buomo ya respecti omo amanfo mu niagro na aba out say ebusua ne hyase na city eye kokoasa ede nyoma fa eye kuntina se na omu wie mu so that they will have a certain sporting advantage ebegu ebusua no hu fin. They will not sit and allow this to happen. Any back home. 2, adie bia omo sports ede aya ate eye royal family nanim no. Sadie way never prepare for because the biggest form of achievement from the Royal Abu Dhabi, the royal family no, or more involvement in sports no, the pinnacle, the zenith, Manchester City. If it happens that City are tio many monyamsu because ya tete omo ya ewe ya ebegu omo, so they will not allow that. So they will fight this from the front and fight this from the back. And fancy in legal cases. Anything I can be said, so would the kind of quarter now in the bem. Was some air deni nano a dependent on quite our best or argue case well at the law court. Anything you say, you don't just need a good case, you need a good lawyer or a solicitor or a barrister. You need that as well. And yet, what's a man, the master man, the co-prison go. A lot of people are behind a jail, almost every jail time. They are behind bars, not because Omasamo yet there, but only come for. And you say, Kwanche DFN, Yedisika to get a competent lawyer who is well respected, you need money and influence. And these guys have it in abundance. They have money, they have influence. And to one legal team, no, you a Lord Panic. David Panic is a KC. Yagasa we a KC in the UK establishment. We are the King's Counselor. Why they really you say wow? We are the King's Counselor. Enti abasubodi adiama on say lawyers or minimum ra ewo UK ni na wo. Ana the King of England ajiatum say yema wo ahyensode asronko se wo dwuma wo di no eso eni
ono na city afa no
enyo ono kwa omo beto but he's the lead. they have a legal team but your frontier omo cases no
yeah
there's David Panic
Sompa Sports.
He's a Casey and also a lordship title. So this is coming straight from the royal family. Your fellow Lord Panic. Your fellow Lord. And they say, be a busia who free no more that lordship titles, no, into a hereditary. Until papa a lord, no war. Eventually, if you also grow up and then become a noble man, you have a noble profession, also be your lord nibi. And that's a say, be new busia. And there, ahini no. Eshada pause. Oh, as you may see there, you share with Nyoma wo yen contribution to the throne. I was self at a law. So he's Lord Panic. Casey. He's a King's Counselor. Unimumrane pa. But unimumrane swa enye nonkwane ye. Fancy, you also need influence. Your lawyer be wa unim law. But okokota obi anhwe nim because on will the influence be our. These people, they work together. It is easier for a lawyer with enough repute and experience to argue your case for you than a brilliant young lawyer who will not get the audience. There is heckling. Ojina call to Kasana just in the boss. Hold on.
Because judge Kasano.
Exactly. I can for Cassav, yes, yes, smart dear Obenyansa for yes, smart dear, and I'm on tinting. Into what somewhere the Ubenya good lawyer, but so lawyer no near Munyamua, and also be create issue. And City have catered for this on all front. They are making sure say now someone yet them poor, the obey Jinemo Becca and Assem the Amanono, or bet me as a Sassem no. Inti, the Premier League might have charged Manchester City, but the hearing and how things will go, there is a bigger chance all these charges might be overturned, or worst case scenario, City might just get a fine.
115.
Oh, drop it. Charges nini. Or they may charges nini. I must say image right of players. Any a year coaches no Roberto Mancini count. Na omutia sasikano at the fakuntuna senti entia fam facility omubooks mu. And some of the charges. But you know, inflating sponsorship deals with companies in the UAE. UAE companies no how many run it. A banner company no the statement member just say no credit sponsorship na 30 million. They have proven beyond reasonable doubt. City for say they have enough substantial evidence to prove that deals ni we no more
can inflate amount bia.
Okay, the paper check there now be. What will you do? So enya who bia so when you wey dey relegate your mo. It is about how well they argue their case and who is arguing the case for them in court. And I think City have a strong legal team headed by Lord Panic, and they will definitely find a way out. Fancy. Now obi kitetuo dia bobi. The person argued his case well in court. Yejano mokoi. So legal aspect anyway, na trane the common simple to say the no. Anya simple.
As a La Liga president, no one will be any abrigidigidi.
How many abresaid ye?
I say in City as soon as
Coaching. You were part to me change. Rebo. You were part to me change. We are here. But Champions League games say Baso, and I want to do this. Yerisha games name. We look at the probable lineups and then we predict how things will go. Young boys near Aston Villa because of time. This is how I see the game. Young boys have a goal in there. Aston Villa have a goal. I think to me, the safest option you can go for are both teams to score. Don't really look at Aston Villa or Premier League. And of course, Switzerland, or better young boys. Mostly, Ayana games like this are tricky. So young boys, both teams to score, or young boys, ultimate match and 2 goals plus 2 handicap, said they will not lose to Aston Villa. Juventus PSV. I see an outright win for Juventus in that PSV are dominant, but it is only on the domestic front. And it's happened mostly with the Dutch teams, minus Ajax Amsterdam. And that was even in the season when they were exceptionally good under Erik ten Hag. Juventus were an impeccable record against Dutch opponent. PSV no, or a wretched away form against Italian opponents. 6 away trips, 6 defeat. Juve team no, they have enough quality to usurp any kind of mantler PSV team no ebe posi. So go for a Juve outright win, player to score Dusan Vlahovic and then Nico Gonzalez. So Ombenya go diamamo. Tion Cup minus so will likely be on the score sheet. But I look out for a Juventus win. Milan versus Liverpool is a beautiful game with a lot of storylines. But what I see here, Milan they will get a goal, but they will concede into win over 2.5 in there. I think it will work for you. Bayern Munich, Dinamo, Zagreb, Hurricane to score. Jamal Musiala is on a fine scoring form, but I think this will be better go away now. If Serge Gnabry in prior, then definitely look out for Serge Gnabry to also score. But Memphis code into jar 2 codes near the man there.
Yeah, no quick now. Shall I can pin on Facebook or my
first code near DCC 200B.
DCC 200B.
Yep, Betway. DCC 200B. Second code near DC6.
DC6
1B. 96. DC6 1B 96. Sorry, so we wish everybody the best of luck.
Okay, what me that say me ba poso hona op what papers no obenya bi atoya wo blanket nse wom a chesenya wo papers bi ake Canadian no 3D wallpapers and then the blankets and nam and matche and madam CC offices and babia and so kama bedside lamps obenya biato wo TV backlight above flash screen echi when your self ring light and as a plastic wardrobes wo best spread bed you will do the ewo and afei dia kan nyina no so benya bia ma hotel nom and just a guest house nyina manya bi and so you see ewo wall clocks and water fountain no and so OP a dum PZ kaje cha dum PZ no nana akwasi agman building name and abenya no chronom barrier on the market edi enimhwe 0540 35 3750 na on Johnson afi kwabana foro so aduane ton de no ho no bush meat awon ko asam na kyese ka e se bia krante ne akokore de nom ene kyese wo twen ene bush meat nam bia wo pa bi awi bia sa wo ye wedding sa wo ye engagement wo ye program se bia mo ye fan class makọ work aba mo be se wo mo serve mu fufuo papa bi ene kyese krante nkwan ne kyese bush meat no munya dodo ne nyina bi so area aya kwabena foro ono and also mo contact no omo wo trede ahimfi na chi ono ma pe aya 0599503605 apostle Mami Flowing so Kulun Ghana Limited. Wano NSA Yanka Josa Hunchu capsules no and nature Senia can say Mr. Q or Bema. I was so to be enough for super be and so eto. Na Ebabuama Johnson Yao Ajay, Ebabuama prostate enlargement and so alcohol. Ebabuama sexual weakness so Johnson. Nature so Bemam as shooting in anemia no Yato Hunchu capsules and Mr. Q Bema Uhia Waba Odian Araba Bazen tablet menstrual pains and I won't sell no bar or beso or would you know and no and so ebeja baby a tonjo bi akwa benya bi enso ato 0244 275429 about so siri for the no be mama answer na Friday
only Michael Friday. I promise our viewers and church listeners Friday no my put finality to near maybe a muhu no abontin but near my watching sena as a shipping no you have no idea and the city has said me Friday no me put finality to it by the time me no on kasa krabium obeti ne me biase ne me bia ohun yeso be ma afedo ohun ne ntiasie so that's it so don't worry about life no ye wo ya ye nam wiase ene omo control wiase. Okay. I nam. Any omo kan niema temisa niensa da kwa temisa. Sana wi asenete. Uya hwanye yi. Sana nya misha no. So that's it. The Friday mama hu. And you'll be shocked to your marrow. Wi aseno niema sisi kwa. Bibi esibia no there's a reason. The Friday man. Now me call Diamond League. Diamond League. So Diamond League akasano in athletics. We Olympic Games no you World Athlete Championship you are. Diamond League no near obeka come off yes but I know yeah an
Sompa Sports.
Diamond League near ya no say a mriketu both track and field 16 disciplines. Emma athletes to akwenya se sebio omunya akwenya no mo compete with other athletes both on track and on the field. Senebeya eboa ma ho wa ho din o performance se koyu train and also be hu na obe improve senebeya obe competitive to ma winning medal enti ye call ye wie ya ba me ma a little brief background to Diamond League. Now enti idea ehun here every season a top athlete bia o se bodmu nyina that's the all of them have been here because eboa ma o prepare hu ye there's no event in athletics I prepare better than a Diamond League because Diamond League back 14 until this year you started with Xiamen 20th April China you call Oslo Norway you by Marrakesh Morocco if Marrakesh Africa Marrakesh Morocco neta hosted the Diamond League we went to USA of course send our athletes here Eugene so you call Switzerland call London call Paris, Monaco, now what happens is that you can one day both discipline on track and on field. One day. The only time I had 2 days final 2 days.
Sompa Sports.
Now, one day no. Neomo say Sebio 16 disciplines no obia compete. Now the point based on the performance per event. 14 meetings. Final no corner 15. And you call 14 we are a tally point of modern ball never the top 8 in every discipline. At the Aba finals. Until I finals they call 2 days because Nipara does. Until final no you call we are. What about winning this one? We have 32 winners. What about winning no? Obenya 1. Never the diamond trophy. What's with diamond muda? Oh, okay. Diamond trophy only. Nti okondo the diamond trophy.
We choose na kwakwa de kra.
Ugo to kokko ka say Ghana security. Nti this okowia nipa no ukorobino. That's
Sompa Sports.
Yeah, diamond trophy.
Ah, uga say
diamond.
Real. Nitino
ana si okwasaro.
Esi wa fa so bia ni so.
Real diamond. $30,000 each in addition to the diamond. And then a walk out to participate in the World Championship with Japan. Yeah, those who win the finals.
Okay.
Say, like I said, after the 14 meetings, no, you pick the best 8 in each discipline, 16 disciplines.
Okay.
And you caught 2 finals or Brussels. And what about winning that final? No? Each of the discipline, so we have 32 winners. Each no benya one diamond trophy will be so 32 diamond trophy available, and then $30,000 cash.
That's where Olympics.
But you said display diamond. So they are displaying the diamond.
So Obia Kitani dio.
Yes, until who said.
Yes, we know. So we are later to say some years later. Open me or Shina Tomajo.
Of course, I would.
Oh, nice.
Because Armando Duplantis or I mean, for me now currently is the greatest pole vaulter. He won the pole vault version. Paulina Merilidi, of Fripolino, Dominican Republic. 400-meter girl now set the Olympic record 48.17. I mean, but this particular result to 49.45. Of course, Olympic is different from way. And Olympic, the major event in is over. So we had the wind up to the year. She's also the one that, and also that's Duplantis, the maestro. Pole Duplantis. I mean, this gentleman, nobody will be able to match up with Duplantis. Now, Osha and also I say Ben Berihu Arigal 5,000 meters. If I don't know correctly, the second time he's winning the Diamond League 2001 and way. Guys all winning silver our Olympic Games. Again, Joshua Cheptegei winning gold over 10,000 meters. And Duplantis, you and I know say nobody can compete with him. Jacob Ingrestein, for instance, I winning 1,500 for I winning 5,000 Olympics. And so, I mean, he's good to go. I'm happy for Julian Alfred that not only has she won the Olympic gold 100 meters 10.72, but she also has won this. And then she won wonderful silver in 200 meters. That was won by Gabriel Thomas. So this young, talented lady has made great history. She won Olympic gold at a race that Obia named Shaka Richardson was the favorite. And a shock Obia from St. Louis, a crew under 200,000 population. Top athletic runner, good acceleration, good coordination, and then brilliant when it comes to keeping of a momentum and a power strike. That she's proven. And here she is. Well, winning Olympic gold in 100 meters, defy all, has now won Diamond League, a Diamond Trophy. That is what investment will do for you. She's a great athlete. And trust me, this girl, she's just 23 years. 23 years. And she's going to go far than how far she's come so far. Yeah, 23 years. Now, it's good, sir. Kenya, the Kenyans have done a great job. Chirotich, Faith Chirotich has been able to win the Diamond League 3,000 steeplechase. Brilliant. Even though she was third, but in third, we share what Winfred Ivan, or a Kenyan, one of the $20,000 a month, or a Kenyan running for Bahrain. That one goal. So you can say it's a Kenyan. And Perusha Mutai, she's coming from Uganda. That's outside the normal scope of the 3,000 steeplechase. And when we need silver, and now she's here and she's won gold. And she's won the 3,000 steeplechase Diamond League. And she has the Diamond Trophy too. That's wonderful. Faith Kipyego, what a season she's had. While winning and see that she's won 1, 2, 3 Olympic gold medal 1,500, 2016, 2020, 2024, and see that. Then she's added the Diamond League to it. And the gold medal, 1,500 meters at Olympics. Now she's won the Diamond Trophy, a $30,000 and a wild card to her World Championship. She also crowned the year so well. Yes, Brittany Brown, even though we share 200 meters now, she was third because the 200 meter Gabriel Thomas and then Julian Alfred, and she was third. But in spite of that, Waya Adeoha, she's won the Diamond Trophy, which is for me a great achievement. That she's a young girl. You don't expect her, Gabriel Thomas more on. You don't expect Shaka Richardson. You don't expect her to be able to rise to this level. Almost Waya Adeoha by winning that, and for me that's very, very memorable. Yes, and yet all the big stars, Nomtanya Akunya, sometime through injury, training shadowing program, anything about Diamond League. But at least majority of them come when they are available. So for me, I think that it's a great thing for them. Wonderful. Beatrice Chebet, in fact, we see a man in Sompa net 5,000, 10,000 meters. Funnily, she's one of them, and she's won the Diamond League. Ono Trinesh Dibaba, and then Sifan Hassan, the three of them. An enviable group of elites to belong to. And then she's come to win. This is the first time she win the Diamond League anyway. And so that's a plus in it for the Kenya. So Diamond League, has been a wonderful league this season. Because of Olympics, we wanna slow Diamond League, up during the Olympic period. But it has been brilliant, and we are waiting for 2025 come April when we'll start another Diamond League again to see our athletes making sure that they put their best performance for us to be excited about. So once again, unfortunately, no African has, apart from Beatrice Chebet, more, and then Wanyonyi of Kenya, 800 meters. And then Berilu Arigai, apart from Kenya and Ethiopia, for no, in terms of sprint, any middle distance, no African has been able to win a Diamond League, which is not a good news at all. Oh, they say, but it's been great. Great season for athletics, great season for them.
Apostle made them that's
Soccer girl, Sydney McLaughlin. So see, I know this is about 200 meters or 200 invitation. Yes, and she ran 22.40, but the best time in 200 22.07. And Osanko 400 is what animal at Brussels. 400, she ran 49.11. But she had her best time 48.73 in 400 meters. Also about 400 meters, so they can 400 meter headers now. We need back-to-back gold. I set a record of 50.65 and the Olympics 50.37. So about 400, everybody should watch out for her.
Okay. Whoa, Meza, maybe I find it. Okay. I'm saying yes, Whoa. And Mamina real quick na fe yanko and Brian Bana Yababe Twaso, Yababe Remo Fie, and so at the pa, but Fibo Ventures, Omo, and the toothbrushes and any paste, and so Abba. I am fresh about toothpaste, and no, any account for at the my teal for the actual phone in the Sansanuna, and Uko Drama Sona so Utobia Bow, and my chasso brush timonum, they sham, and some or send a young one den Kamanafe, a sample gum and so hobby. I Ashford Princess, Ashford Evidence, and the executive Ninano, and so I brushes I know, and so Abajaso, Fibo, a Juma, our possible and Judo Biana, Obaso Tobiano, and Sa Ebeka, a 0535452263 afei Boris Beef Chicken obakono akwakoje wakukonam halal enunte dudo bi abeso tobiano benya wo peneka macra Boris Beef Chicken no you be away fia kokko chese food chicken chese chicken rings and chese layers and then yeah kind of say chicken tie ni nyina no benya bi enso ato wa run restaurant wa ye chop bar won so wo pebi e de akofie de aye waduane so ye stew and I say oye nkwan e mane ye de sama ne ye hwam chese nam no come up fia kokko Boris Beef Chicken pebi to ewo aye Brantman Street on Presby sorry edi and mhwa Swanson Market and afi Boku Trading so benya bi ato aye 054444 4453 now Boris B shaking and so enjoy so Buffalo Polo ya pe o mata dini bi enso she Buffalo Polo so African print and no ano de pamu polo shirt what de pamu golf shirt v-neck and afi round neck me say judo bi abaso pam ema obi ano be pamama and then so say one kasa so na power there now place you all that before 10 a.m. and che na just enu se dan nko na we there na just Buffalo Polo pam ama watade no won saka ema de emema de kan wo call Buffalo Classics and so lapel tops and in the down kaftan and so a program bi abaso ko bi ano wo share e de kwesa sa tare aye pamama no enimonyam ewom ana say unuma de pam na say fashion designer obeso ne Buffalo Polo so ye adwuma hwehwe na kira kwan e wa henema kokoben of Santase Oboase kwan so number no ye 0249 600789 Buffalo Polo and so abejo so ya ko break abaye nche kra we ya teso ama aye real quick na ye ba na ya ba be ram and so e wo fie ye ba
Mama kwa baba gentleman dental clinic yedumadi ayedi ane say yebesiesie wosen na yabo wosen ho ban ama wonum enso ate anase wosen animonyam so afa na ntuma pa efi wo fixed one no anase ye tafre no permanent one no eno susu yesi a untimi entu bi eno ene efe no PFM bridge anase PFM crown afi yesan eye cleaning services oba ye profession mu na ye fe no scaling and polishing se ebia enema bi ahyehyehye esen mu se bi wo kasa etimi mapampan ene ade ebagu no oba gentleman dental ye ni nyina bi ewo ho gentleman dental clinic ye wo Koforidua Central Police Station enchenwa na wodru enkan so ye wo nungwa na atomic down dome kwa benya runabout no so ho na wodru takwade pipe ano traffic light na ewo pipe ano ho ye ni OGN bank na wo the same premises na kachiman so ye wo magazine market kwan so ho anase opposite AY Ahmed na wodru Kumasi Abrepo Junction total filling station wa traffic light na anihwe G runabout no free total filling station na yabron sign na edi ho ye adwuma free eda joada kopem eda memeda witimi afre ya homa no e wo 055 913 9582
if I shop na me shade o bag
bra ade enna so biem
what time about me share me see about queen why me say
bra said the time about me sha esia gimi ni me fie fo enya dia ba ko pe ebe so ye
me dey do this o fa ni nyina
bra se me ka se me di time about me sha ho adanse a riase nyina ebe te me nka enti se malaria where do any time about me sha
enya nu ko die na nu ato a wontimi ani die no where do any time about me sha edwe enye ma oba wa fa afuro die wo ma akoda no fo enye akoda woni fie dumienu ansa na obeto time about me sha edwe ibi no hwese wako hospital anasa lab am wo hu se wo a 3D malaria ibi ansa
ayo se time me TIME time about me sha afi malaria fever bi adani ziba ewo mu no ebe tua ubenya bi ato ewo over the counter medicine sellers any herbal shop to do na mu FDA agi edwadue nkratoi ato
Super AC Bro!
High sense so never wa hoto enyi peyo emra ye wo mu high sense AC na yenya abote aye said the bear effectually Ghana show no high sense de woto a ye the free factory near the besu fees in sometime ye da sukra ya mamre ni mu eche efo aye papa na ntwe nyinam kanea ade ba ko a e wa high sense AC ho a e ma mani je wo pa no eye gold face and copper pipes na ye de aye no e na manu nti no e ma AC no anwe na ache said the woda ni tie bia gidiba ejina ne na so 4 in 1 foot and e wo mutino oh me from a project 23rd September according 28 6 days to pay Madam High Sense air conditioner but it is to say who High Sense air conditioner your split and your floor standing ni mienu nyina ubetumi ato the standard and the inverter room how Nako High Sense showroom bia nako jodie High Sense everyday prices for everyday people.
Abusaka kraka bi wo hanu meja tom na rewu se be wo me se abofra ketu a wanya 2 years akadai ba ku nti African Spider-Man bla me ya abofra ketu a mu ana nipa ho hia dede bi koso anu ti ka me ho ne ko hwede wo mbia
Spider-Man ba be se bo fai ba prekope ne hu African Jack wo ba be se bo fai na wo secret kura no anything Imboost herbal mixture eno ni mi secret na de na ye na me yetua na ma keka e fom ana police mi di one dance say me say menye na me nso hwe na me so we no a boost immune system ama say me yetua na me nte bre me timi di kama ama keka wodum so ekoso me kura so me ta yale ama my latitude me nya ba ko eyeje na koso ho hey Spider-Man what the quiet
who fa me kura chen
ubenya Imboost herbal mixture e wo pharmacy ana say herbal shops apimfo eni nkola omundi fie dumienu enom FDA agigede nkatwe
so wo pe wallpapers papa to OP wallpapers and American for amount so wo pe wallpapers dey decorative offices so fie and sorry say ye paps ahodo baby bia wo hia wallpaper dey do djuma bia no OP wallpapers efro ye man wallpapers be match with blind curtains e ban bedside lamps nso a OP MR types or man shapes colors ahodo ni nyina wo benya bia to e wona so ye ho say OP LED backlight e dey above flash screen achia and also OP ebe mobi so per selfie ring light out of phone beshim ay OP wallpapers and ebe ma selfie ring light OP e wo Kumasi Adum first floor Nana Kwesi Ajman building name tafo GNTC building first floor ana chronom our barrier on the market na edian hwe so open wholesale and also retail any OP any nsawo so free OP our 0540 353750
712
Here is to the friends who took the chance with no regrets. Investors no more hitting fortune. To the health workers who diagnosed drugs every move. And then to the hard guy who couldn't hold his emotions. To the passionate fan who couldn't contain his joy. To the seamstress who turned her hand-earned stitches into a bundle of joy. And now, here is to you. Your next big win is right here. From 1st July 2024, dial *712# and cost tickets as a group individual to win in the community draw or the grand draw on the 30th of November 2024. Unlock your luck with *712#.
Voted by the NLA on the Caritas platform, not for persons below 18 years. TNCs apply.
Mamisha, time HH heba Mr. Bina Unumi, and ya what dropa, a ya draw. Yadro say, mani pedian kwamwano enya hoden na akwatia yare and train yare and san wakwakoto fire wadro na nomno abribia Kanoga Company Limited. What the time TIME ebe jasono wonnoa and the time HH heba Mr. Edia bejaso akra wonyanya mfisia dumienu enumbi wopemfo ene oba wo makra nufo enso enumbi time HH heba Mr. Who benya bi
over the counter medicine sellers any shop dodo na mu
so pedudo to afre 0244 417669 0244 417669 time HH heba Mr. Eyadro say FDA ade edwadie nkratue atum
nako nak na hifa na manfo agp ene twere de ekwa binum so tete faso yi sikens nonte na clinic a doctor usu kankam edano doctor na obehwe wo yale agise wo hu moja kuo na na
no krepa
doctor say fa ni hu apa otene Doctor Usu can come as now becani ha. Namina na wonyon so mu ha o mechiremu prostate problem. Doctor hwe no ema otimi dwonso e. Oyiwa doctor sanso say yade bi ti say hepatitis B and C mechire brebum yade. Diabetes si chire yade. Pressure mechire moja broso. Enam yade bia doctor tenete. No mema sem entimi nkoyi empo so obema no awu kra. O ba doctor say fa garlic ba ko pe ebra. Na obema we ye bema asanso atde wompem. Say eya kuban yade. Ulcer, fibroid, kidney and liver problem. Oba unukunu apawa ansumunya bie. Wana o entini ni dompemu hawo. Minua no mema wo pese mo bema kese. Ene minua kire me ba bia doctor so ewo. Ye kumase atiase ebrem ahemfie ne soro ho a Daro Salam school no enchempe. Fred doctor tetefu so 0599 311 311. NAC Clinic, we bring your smile back to you.
Yeba Fina, Yaba Shed, Yano, Ewo Fina, Yadi Asoso, de Amosesi, Jebana, Yasan Closey, the Accra Sports Stadium, Anafi, the Cape Coast Sports Stadium. And I kept Sports Stadium now, they didn't I say, no, so my closey. I think you know, so maintenance until the National Sports Authority closes Accra and Cape Coast Stadium for maintenance. And no, I latest Banti Ghana FM say, Monia Bremoba some of stadium, South in Ye. Let's have a slow Omuni aircraft also here. Whoa, now Shadrach, Mammy, come on me where I young call a Patrice Mosepe as well, no, and now your president, Telema, a calf. Now, calf president to say, and new. Edema ayo mind say be a country also ball home game. I will my mu na yese kwano ko bon e wo obi mind so. Dwen enim guasia yentie CAF president Patrice Mosepe.
Frustrates me more than a national team or a football team from a country to go and play outside. You can't build football in any country in Africa if the national team or the football clubs do not play in front of their nations. And that's why the passion of President Ruto and his commitment makes me so proud. Makes me so proud. And he doesn't just love football. You know, when I went to see Talanta, they said the president has been here himself to investigate and to see the work that's been done. So I'm very clear that we've made.
Yes, I know Patrice Mosepe and I'll just say what it would and him Guasia at the May say or might to say Ghana na Basse Bia say Yasanjo Molenses at the Fremon some Kobomo National games outside a country where hard jump and no and my former president John Mahama also say a disgrace say a calf at the ban Abemayin Stadium Yentie or Penny a John. Former President, His Excellency Mahama.
Say, national team, Yambo match, Bia or Ghana have you. When you're in Ningwa, say, Emma Ghana, the first time in the history of Ghana, FIFA say, ye need stadium, Bia, you bet me a ball match, FIFA match, or Ghana. When you know, you say, Yambo, Mabaso, or my idea, they say we should clap for them, they've done well. Meanwhile, all Africa games ever, almost 85 million for sports stadium rehabilitation. Nina Yenchendi, Nkofa Fedi. At least ever year for all African games. At least ever year, almost the 18 days per Ghana.
Some passport.
18 days, 15 days. At least almost free Africa by 15 days. And you did $15 million. And every day be $1 million. Almost $1 million. Every day be no, and send me be what's here.
Whoa. Hey, Ghana, their head, oh. Yes, we are former president, His Excellency John Mahama. I say, or Denny Dianeba say, I'll let you know. In the former Kumakudunum, most of them run $50 million. I just want no and a day at two Jana Kofiak Palu. I'll say I'm on Tomano. Now, opening this will say, I was a sports minister who resigning Penphobiaka. One more crowd sank bana mo bow down more heads in shame. Now, mo cast man resign at their free office now to be beneath. One will be now resigned in see. Yentia Kufiak Palu.
You for sports, I hold me see you munidi. Because someone take a Jumano Moyanasi. Chief director and home for you, say Pamumina. Because almost take Munas. So, yeah, Jumano, and now you ya. I didn't say,
oh,
a casa park, no, eating a boss in the. Then the world director or sports director no another sports authority no was wedding. But so many so. Any sports ministry no. Juma in a massa home choir. Obey the massa choir. Now the abiduma they run the queen. Oh, I bind the idea na ya basa basa.
Yes, na chese aband the idea masa munshingu. Na chese eno no ye ba so ye ba behwem na afei ebra no so a wo so a wutie no wa hworo adwenche ebe banemom Jean's toothpaste and Jean's toothbrush product no ya was Jean's total care and Jean's whitening and Jean's about toothpaste eno our natural herbs e wo manunti yanka se haban no and ye day aye Jean's baro de brush tita esan se haban ni wom na chese edinti no ebo wonum ho bind free mo ahodo ni nyina ho e ma chese mo na botokro o se ase ene wa brush tita mo jefru se ase ba ni nyina ne jai obenya minty fresh breath e wa bra we use yas e ya just total care na fe jas herba no maka once matro jas whitening amount so so fita kama brushes ne do so bia betobia no enso ya juma duchess e wo nkwada de ka ho chese mperfo de ni nyina so e wo ya jas toothpaste and jas toothbrush enya na e wo dwama so the luckiest code no star 712 hash star 712 hash the luckiest na chese luck au babia you take it individual and afa groups and kuoku ahodo na chese fan clubs ni nyina no from 1 Ghana echo 5,000 Ghana 30th November a grand draw na dani draw na bo se senye sika ketwa anomode che no the luckiest I don't know yes mamemra meza
yes Yo boy. Hey, Bema was coming to baby ala.
Accra ni Cape Coast. Yeah, adwuma ni na sie.
Sompa Sports.
We dum sie. Tum na sie. Du rere. Tum sie. Tum na sie. I think some fast had the new hashtag tum na sie. The new hashtag but fancy close and maintain Kofi Akpalo asem na woka no I share the same sentiment with him. Hwe yekodru Abidjan by 10th January you can say 9th January 10th January by 11th January na ye wo ebimpi itini a recording kakra na one of them member of parliament no not in the K trim ana oginae ana obusa say free fan no so ye free Ghana no so no kra na busu afo ne go for be freedom a wow inti opegana for asem I know say e bimpe stadium no omo ana ye esaye ne fe na ska akom ni nye ska ketwa na during that period of time no nipa mienu Patrick Achi ana Pauline Danho Patrick Achi ni prime minister ana Pauline Danho no na sports minister wa Ivory Coast na omumienu no Alansa Watara asake omofri aban mu ana osade tabo ska to omoso sade ya omuye bi mpewie ye na omu nyina ne aban mufo ni nyina be ye inspection no insuo kese bi toy insuo ni towie na de che omu ba na park na flade into the prime minister no ho no any sports minister no ye pamo omu nyina ani esade tabo to omu so say ye agi muska say mo famra within this time ma fa ma me am fa relay pitch na mo bedem
ana French kurunsu de omo ka so mo de bedi wo mo de bedi
omo de buy ye bimpe ye host tournament na ye kama na asa anye kama
so ye nyina obi
other pitches no be rough and we wunya rough try na we that was not even about the whole edifice
pitch nko
isu ata flooded. We are jokers in this country. Amanfo bi da so kuto madwuma due to the affiliation with some people in government. There is no lie about this. Oh, madam for no waboa me aye campaign abadwuma mi tebegu ayengu. Obia you see friends and cronies baby no doubt about it. But the difference between had no any ebi mu de na eboa ma corruption nyoma bitimi to aso maybe mutimi maintain your position. Sompa because nipa ntimi adwuma na kro ntimi nkan anim asem. The last time I three minister nanim eno na minister ne de ho abufuo eba keka na adwen de kire Paralympic for yi amputee for no mo ball no
so mo ya account warrant that account
me say omu twi nanim because campaign season no honorable dey na wo so otena se masa ne omo we nyina timi ba omu twi nanim na obetena se be muramu na nanim ebe keka na adwe dey amputifo ni twa so. But when it comes to your various stadia, say the city can wasem ne kwa e fa so any sika akom any allegedly ni pakra omudi 2 years sika na kodi ni ho a oye related to the finance minister. Adwuma de bia ntimi koso obi aso ntimi former finance minister obi ntimi ka hwen fan channel sika ni nyina ye dey akofa baabi se tum na siesie na wo so mutum na mo siesie ye ba so a e dada no a
omu bia ambesa ajeban
Mobia on message ban. Omobie on message ban because there's this factor say what so omo ye no fancy omo nya sa adwuma no. Somebody needs to lose his job. Until somebody, you see, baby say I am adwuma mfanye. You think Professor Chumesi deserves to lose his job at some point in time, but the sports minister doesn't deserve to lose his job. What kind of joke is this? Yet Kroma and Professor Chumesi modern call public accounts committee. Kwatina Siman send me ko pie wo ho. Muka de mufisa mu pe bia che no. Mufisa mu ye di papa ba. Papa during that period of time na nyame fa ne ba ne kransie yie. Elusi ne ba e wo K University. Eye ne krampo mu dodo na krama sanko. Ba na nipo na ono ne da de na no ono ne ye panyin na ono ne da bibia no. In the sports ministry no, he is still at his job. Doing his job.
No, or the Nahoji atem the and so maybe I ain't really him.
He can't step down. Obi so to me pushing him and anyone mono. And not one at the Biana and not Tina, no, I do office up because he feels his job is secured. On one sports minister in Yanukroma. Sports minister so bad the NY Abroso Asebi, Wabetan Marokka Kabia, Obiant Minyanhe. Abotre. Obiant Minyanhe, Obiant Mikado Pebia Fancher because of the political affiliation. Why do we do this? Onunkwana bet my sports minister Okroma. Onunkwana bet my sports minister. They should tell us. Dear sports minister. Onunkwana bet my sports minister. Before he became the head of sports minister, not honorable, no war. Or national service personnel for no NSS. Now NSS one and no one. Dear na way. NSS one and no one. Dear na way. And you sat in the buy so my sports minister. Huh? You find say Siama. You see Siama anya. Sompa. You don't know what Siama is in chain because you see 10 multi-purpose centers. Ni na na bia ka wuram. Wo na wo so wo ya de no. Oba ne 10 na mu de an watimi aboa me aye.
Ni na da so wuram.
Oba ye no kra no ebia onobo asiama time ne etimi bobo wa Accra Sports Stadium mebo a wo de fa Accra Sports Stadium kra to che na emielu Cape Coast na baba yara YouTube na de wo wrem so ne etimi bobo Cape Coast ne sa etimi bobo wa baba yara
mo se asipon no mo ye
o se akobia se de o se minister le ba ila de si wrem no mo we o che de obe de wo krom kra YouTube na de wo wrem
enwem de na eji so mbugu o
they all cry too. They all cry now.
And Otina Sina dress and your mother who you know.
Once Rabanya Kumayari.
I said those things, someone needs to be put on a place.
Say no money be on man, men from Akumanko who be because obey Yare.
And when you raise it, the arguments they bring in, okay, but mine. Mami yako to all African Games. Ahaya na na mete.
Abotema na no ya program na mo ya osumi pu side no.
Me say me ne apostle Mike wa ye suma ma say was studio ho ansa na mo koye botema wi. Ye delay competition by 1 year. Just because we were even lucky see 3 years other people did not want to host it. Because we need Kenesa cannot cry sa pare.
Na mo no aduane say 50 million.
And guase akwa ba. Me atikroma ya tum nya dai. Yentum nya dai tum siesie o be kwa ba ma Jones Accra Sports Stadium yesie ntimi mbia Jones so da ye bie na tu fa so ammonia gas kra boa e me tu wash form say tip adai
toilet ni am flash yo Accra Sports Stadium toilet ni am flash
yeah tu ya ne kat o janse
o babun su egum ti o be top ya o ba no be top ya
kwan be bunsu
na o say
kwan be bunsu na gum
I say ne o mo ye adwuma wo the janitors no
egum na
so ba no top ya
and until Korobia also met me. Korobia says one answer for to us.
No, Serbia share for native and but we are just painting the picture of how bad it's share. Okwa. So you have to do those 10 years this way because near Guhon and you see fancy. So you are forced to go there and Uber Kata hens or what I say. Now what you beba?
But you are home.
Sorry I say. Because near man Guma sound do the cause whether they are flashy. And sound at the back end info what I know. But you also need to do that. That's how bad. The American or no kind of mild. Yeah.
That's what top here.
And Raja supporters no bad. A lot of them when they went back again.
Raja supporters. No, was I'm juice or good stance in him. Don't to me,
some crew no money south. Yeah, can't come and do that here.
Oh, but also so cool. No, I mean,
so most of them no they rush out. Yes.
Discipline no.
This is it. Me usually here. Coop Bay for no the contract more to renovate your national stadiums, you know. Coop Bay Company Limited.
I'm see.
I'm renovation, no. Stadium is a concert, Juma.
None of the Nippon on renovate.
Oh, relax.
No, Mike, on our plan, it will be
follow.
No, I'm asking you.
Follow my train of thought.
I need to know me about listen about myself. I require the Metawase, but I'm fool say. To sound the normal, they say, be a you car, not be a so fix ya. So be quick be as a brand and one walk fix. Wouldn't mean that one pension. Until you ever be an one fan. Meboa.
Me person me generate a piece of a contract in the mouth.
Sompa Sports.
Bay Ghana Limited. Company email address, telephone, supplier, near there. But the summary is a Kube for no. Calvin Oforiata there. Calvin Oforiata basically the cousin of the president of Ghana, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. He is the nephew of the former finance minister. That is Ken Oforiata. Inti a family 10. Now, me de pese me huni here. To which extent no mo call to ascertain the competence of Coop Bay Ghana Limited. So bet my renovation works no why ni na plan benson na down. Now that's why I talk about the plan. Ye Ghana Premier League no da ben na akomya mombo ame. Na ye Ghana Premier League no June 2024.
Yeah. No.
Edi besi September na ye mo any competitive football match across Ghana na meboa.
Yeah.
Na clubs na ye omo pre-season ya there. So one person will close Accra Sports Stadium down. If you have a plan, you would tailor your plan to meet the schedule of football clubs and even omo use facility no. Accra Sports Stadium how many use no do football clubs.
Yes.
Until all maintenance be a year. Oma plan o maintenance no na a meet time na clubs no so omo mbobo say dey be ya enhom. Na ya share season I say has one match pen wabo Accra. Accra Lions one match pen say my closest stadium let down be maintenance. No plan. No plan.
And yet the same stadium almost say 1st December be hosting will be program no.
Sonny Badu there no.
And it's a move closing down now we are. Na December was saying be no massa show e grass no so.
There is no plan. No plan as regards maintenance and no plan as regards a year running or a year managing the facility. And that is the fundamental issue. The same applies to Baba Yara. There is no plan. You need plan B. Because for maintenance, you don't just need to maintain. It should come at a time a bois. Blasters in Angola bebo before the game. Say a maintenance. The timing of that maintenance was wrong. But a plan no wa. Yenim say Blasters bebo October. Yenim say bebo November. Yenim say bebo September. Enti yenim say ye real league ne pe from June. Ede kokosi September no. Ye di yes kopem se Blasters ne ba bebo mo match o. Kan komo we nkiye ni. Kiye ndi sa nkomo we. So from a sorowa de kokanse. Baby anyo say ye di Kofi Akpalu di ne chi ene e be saki obi a. Even including the president. CAF president take us and say or say oko baby oko almost say Kenya president Ruto wa bao abaye investigations. His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Videos went viral when
Sompa Sports.
Your vice president who is currently the flag bearer of the MPP. Black Stars captain J microphone catch and say stadiums no enye into Ebehia National Stadium. And Kawasanke Pusu Ubi, because you've come to Kumasi throughout this period. You've gone across Ghana throughout this period. And you're good to campaign. You've campaigned. But and can say Ghana Japadia na wo shesono. Odi when you crab who send in your masosity. Because there are times Oye Penia was so anywhere Nino a man for. So people on the ground feed you with information. There are times you need to step down and monitor the thing yourself. Fancy, it is not just about those working. Now why they appoint you Omokra? Sports minister no. Say obetina so be no. Why ensanu adwuma? NSA no why ensanu adwuma? So I don't see how we can just sit here talk about the sports minister and excuse the president of Ghana. Minim kwan bi e be fa so e be ni sa. Nipa no ote ho onya de. We have spoken about the sports minister from time immemorial about several lapses. And yes, will be time, Papa. And the president on tay. Okay, take Sompa out. How many media entities have discussed the sports minister for his incompetence? How many? And Adiano, you just look at the personnel. Oh, and Professor Peter Chumesi, the system that exists. The system that supervises and the system that appoint. Makanyo mamiensa. System ne wo hono. The system that appoint and the system that supervises. Because se mafa wajuma. Unimadiya ni yediye. But I also need to monitor. I need to supervise work done. Anything that you may be a contract new way, yes, way a project supervisor. A DNT. Send your pay on an extra eye to observe work done. When your science will be your man your match so when can you issue? But the issue is that phobia. Sabi, we have developed a certain attitude, and that is a very poor attitude. So your Maya Japadi Ebeshamanase, but we'll come out and defend because we are partisan. So we become more partisan than nationalist. See a bad drink or mine no hono. Enke a party first, then you better or mine later. Oh, they see a closest stadium down. Why no renovation or maintenance? Why no? Why no the chamber? Why no?
Could be for now, kind of money.
Why? What in Obifofro? Good. Nothing will change because Timemufono. Ya kasa no ma we o ma hwe ye num ehu se say na gu ye num ento omunim so omde omunsa no wo ye num aye ntumi Sompa sport omunim se ye ntumi nka eniemu betamienu we fo begina ha na we fo egina ha. It will become a partisan battle and a partisan discussion. Sa na ba akoye e ba be MPP 4 versus NDC 4 sa na nkomo ba akọ wiewie se yama ye ni ambre yama ye ni anda ho na sabi yembie ya adwimu agana ye bebre pa me say oh na say Raja coach nim so NDC ni our party card member no mama okay share fancy me can no credit am dey atrel
obeka say picture ni into NDC ni
obeka picture na say dey so opposition. They say CAF president your opposition. Patrice Mose for NDC card oh.
Yes, Mose pay Kutiana no bonus ano.
Aye.
Ghana.
Ghana can
Raja coach no so yi. Ama Angola coach no so party card. Angola coach no NDC card oh.
So fancy me there a simple thing. We cannot talk about the sports minister without also talking about the president of Ghana and then his vice president. They are also culpable. So sports minister ni nye dwuma yi a wo mo ka wo bi no mo ma na yes a omani sort your oil no into no to aso the stadium aye they are okay oh e dey be close in there be see obi antimi nye obi ahwe and sa na dey to oman me say ye enjoy partisanship yama ye ni ambre oman ho ni ye ni kokodi e party echi a because if this was the NDC you have people still defending as well. Yes, I don't hear this.
Mama Apostle Somram Kakani as I had we are Apostle.
Well, first of all, I mean, You see, Mraba said, me I pity who fancy Michael and Yakomi generation. I pity you because you see, my generation where a lot of you have become cheap and stomach oriented. Yeah. So no credit difficult on Becca. Come. Look, His Excellency the Vice President. So I'll start with the former president. I mean, how many legacy in terms of stadia did he leave? I know His Excellency the former President John Mahama, how many legacy instead of stadia? He left power in 2016. So how many standard and quality international stadia did he hand over? That's one. The manifesto of the NDC relation to Omoba Bayamono. Go and look at it. In terms of sports infrastructure, I didn't point in. So whilst you are even condemning it, rightly so, one casano DNA Oba different from what they are doing. The double standards I call out in Pennyfo. I've done this over my years. Me, what the Excellency the Vice President has done, so maybe more, he should not qualify to contest.
Vice President,
of course, the captain of your national team, the senior national, the Black Stars. Ekatra will say, Your Excellency, park na ye bobo so mi wa adi so as bibi kese a mpese o ye my park no pitch no enkoyi. And yes, sir, what kind of media? You didn't read, is that the Vice President? One kind search a news item to the media. And now in TR radio, so you were there. The captain of the national team, your senior national team, is telling you, Ghana for national team, Kato say, Adi bakwe di enya a pitch.
Obia born in sem.
You see, and that is why I love taking on leaders. Tinamisha say, it's only John Mama say, one kasa wo free sono na stadium papa bene.
And now they are about Vice President.
And the now ye council kebi. Wa manifesto now wa ba also the ba abe contest no. When it comes to sports infrastructure, papa bene so onye qualified to speak about it. Onye qualified to speak about that because on one history, then I come to the Vice President himself. Me see, baby, I shouldn't even contest this election. Because you have said, sir, what is A? I'm saying that you who say, also about stadium.
Sompa Sports.
Captain of the Blasters are catcher or say, pack immediately. What did you do about it till now? To the extent, say, a lady ama or minor gross disgrace and embarrassment or minor. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, at the end, why should we take your word for it? Master, let's be serious, please. Sebeo, Osie, Obey, Wabawi, way up at Tebiso, the dinner I found. At the end, and you can obey. That's how I look at things. We've got it to a stage where our leaders have become like comedians. Sebi, omo fu se sebi ye ni nyansa ye nyansa confirm somba omo bi omo na omo kam ni omo pe bi a kire se go video em so ma dwon fam e ke bi sa na ya potogun sa na eko. I'm sorry, some of us will not tolerate such reckless and irresponsible lack of substance statement from the two former presidents, the two former president, the current vice president. Yes, that's why I've called both of them out, at least for nothing at all. Former President Kufuor was able to build 2 new stadia. 2. I refurbish 2. The issue about Niapati Mochibe, we in this country, the most successful periods of sports infrastructure and sports, 2. Kwame Nkrumah, President Kufuor. 2 Nina, President Kufuor Black Stars. Oba Accra Sports, and you see, Oba visited him. He was there to see things going. Yes, see stadium. He was involved. And yes, what Johnny has so many about it though. Anytime sports in any country will thrive, the president is involved. Why? Crown Prince, 30-34 World Cup Saudi Arabian. Who was the one that played? The Crown Prince himself, Bin Salman. He played all the role. He was personally involved with Infantino. Kata, what happened? This Friday, I'll come and give you the answer to that. Now, if the president is involved, you see that
Sompa
sports will have the needed attention, funding, Kenya president, because of Pese Adenu Di Munti, Uncle Trump, Emmanuel report. Look, Alasani Watara. Or you know nonsense. No, you're involved in. The issue about the pitch. Initially, but the pitch that was installed is not what they use. No. He had a
teams ni can complain. He says, "I'm buy pitch no more dunia." Almost the same.
What's now? I say what down now.
After point, but because of involvement, they have to make arrangement with the advice of the CAF president to get new pitches in a short time to get it fixed. That is what leaders do. Unfortunately, we don't have leaders in the country. We don't. So that is the challenge. When you're in a country where only leaders are vision is visionary leader and kasa. You make sure you walk the talk for us to see it. And for political season, you can't be a KKB. I said the two of them are not qualified to speak to the matter. Former President John Mahama and the Vice President. I'm not qualified because who the Vice President under your watch? Your sports infrastructure at that rim. He goes to those regions to go and campaign. You see stadiums dancing facility towards the African Games, but none of them has passed to host category C game. What does that tell you? So we have gotten to a stage where my unim man how himself kasa bebre because mpenifo no oma decided say omo fanye ade papa bia ye be come but omo tio bia by time will come when the youth will rise. That pricing see what the north no the Arabian countries no here don't think say how to you they didn't see it coming because and then omo tell me they have lost the trust of majority of this country, both parties. Because of Sikewia, Sikede, Basa by both parties. Chrono and in nepotism. And so a time will come when some of them will chase them out of their homes. Because we have gotten to a stage in this country where, and Sebiu, as if you don't have people who are thinking for the nation. Common Ghana, a country that by 1967, we have a club just after 3 years in the finals of Club Cup competition after its establishment and commencement in 1964. This country that has produced 2 champions in Kotoko and Accra. A country that produced Azuma Nelson in sports infrastructure. A country that produced Abedi Pele. Ghana and say Ivory Coast level when it comes to sports. Not. But and now you go and say we might end up playing Ivory Coast. Alessandro Muni British athletes were running 100 meters at the same time at Commonwealth. But this is how this government has sunk the country infrastructure so low. I've heard the say Michael there come here. When I always talk about the incompetence of the minister consistently, I've heard say. And yes, I mean, Jebo. Yes, I mean, I don't need that for anything. But no crano air bakope. Obetimia ye juma bi benye jume bia na edisho biensa. Eno nches onya de ba onye fit for jumede na ede amano no. Ebia be fu for betimia ya de ho. But sports onye fit, and from the one I've been saying is onye fit. I from the one he's not cut for that job.
Small Michael can friend Apostle Matthias. I'm saying jumede na so many.
And then also Michael, you see consistently from former president Ebesiene. The only time me who say on the late E.T. Mensah, then you talk about Osafo Mafo, and then Kojo Banredu. Look, after that, sports minister Zamaba. the another angle, the fact that the caliber of people, any the cost sports, yeah, so sports in there. Yeah, Michael, but other ministries.
So be on your sports, be your sports person. I will name the also bar.
So if the president vision is not and sports and or there be like no no be call so they say and see some with juma no go on any oh they've done very well, but they should keep on doing that. One day they will have a shock of their life.
It's the Rani Stadium renovation.
Now, for the stadium renovation, a contract assembly there. The least said about it, the better. Because it has gone to a stage where the contract, the map because Nipano ya minuya. You obeti cry the amount, but let unia a competent company to do it. Obeti the amount, I don't have a problem. I don't know the role the unia about the role he played in making you who you are. I don't have a problem with that. But eba ejuma nankasa unia no onim sanim dieno. Enti of course contract are subletted. Metimiaji. Now me my competent person like Mike and Waye. So I don't have a problem with the contract was awarded to India. But the point is that why not need demand because India on him send him dieno. And then my final point on this, yeah. For the stadia, Maka Mekabu. The NSA does not have the competence to manage, maintain, and run the stadium. They can't. From Dr. Kofi Amma, so I've been saying this consistently. I told Dr. Kofi Amma when they were holding hand over the stadium, I asked that question. They couldn't find an answer. Ejumebia, yes, they can do their statutory performance, they can play their role, but Ejuma no no. So they should get private company with the expertise to run this. Until they are started saying the stadium, private company with the expertise to run this. Yeah. Accra Sports Stadium. Babara. The revenue they can generate, and yet, Sebi, and yet, sorry for Ebetran Park. Why? Accra Sports, one car park of Accra Sports. Go and check the car parks. Only banks think companies are home. Accra Sports they can create domes for weddings, for parties, for events. They don't even need a pitch. But I need private people with the needed expertise to understand what must be done. Power private company want targets. Every year be a fancy and Mickey enterprise. Yeah, the stadium me mamu. Every year be we are expecting 2 million Ghana cedis as revenue generate for us. Now maintaining. So you give them macho character. So after who they ought to baby. I feel no busumu swan him say I'm the way bro. Why you how be brave so? And there are private companies that can run mandated and run it better, far better. A business entity, men function state enterprises. I dream about state enterprise, how to manage a wicked and cruel. I buying the anti-yengunu, but private company, the attitude is different. Or say Bejuma Sisa, who are Bema member Siso.
And apostle Takwa page Misro, Takwa Stadium.
Me catch on my toe.
No,
me can't Razak Muse.
And almost watch out because
hand over they finish. Because Razak by 6 months when they come back, they will not to me who the facility. Yes.
Some passports.
They can't.
I know my maintaining.
Fancy, baby, I be as a nation, this is how far we've come. Now, oya ho hwanye ye because yempanyfo no oma yes omo dedua shomaso. So as sadly as it is, obetimi abrobro unsa ba omo atumi no krom se omo to anamo. Omo nye ready so mupa Mustafa ye nye hwe.
Very okay.
About to cross abaso.
Na pitch
na nipa na obe no bibi no ono ankra na ye ka trenso nye pitch onye. Ono ntusu no ono nsunti na oti ho bibi oti no. Odi am gana say. Enye ni ebe by your say AFCON one team and qualifier. All this are reason why are we going to play outside? It's because of the pitch people are. And the AFCON has to speak now. Even at that time, crap or your pitch, because AFCON no your qualification 30%. Now it dropped to 10%.
Oh, yɛba bɛfa course afrɛfoɔ ne awefoɔ no mbrɛmɔi na Qualitac Dental Clinic dental therapy ana crown ne bridges ne nyinaa no wɔbɛkɔ Qualitac Dental Clinic na ɔma yɛ wodeɛ no ɛde ama wɔ se no ɛso ebu na bɛsɛ ɔfeele anaasɛ mpomuwa no ɛbɔtokuro ɛwɔ se ase ama wodidi na ɛkɔ hɔ a wote yɛ a woda na dwa wontumi nnase de osi pɛ na no wɔbɛkɔ Qualitac ɛnso nkyɛnsɛ bi a wɔbɛsɔ yɛ scan anaasɛ x-ray afei wɔbɛsɔ yɛ cleaning and polish na Qualitac Dental Clinic enso say bra patase womo ewo main stretch ni mo ben Vegas number no ye 0545 9068 88 mom besa mu tu kwan no express group and a doko simple one beju visa amount one beju ticketing a ban near can say UK and US Australia afro so Canada New Zealand we school in open scholarship and I say nurse ni midwife ni obeson so tu kwan no one express group and pen for no enso enkasa hwehwo cha kwan e wa safle baran about and I say obekọ edum baby a railway police station e wona omo ben ho Fresh 0249 000448. Young for course, and ye bim amamo 0551 931 931 0548 931 931. Hello. Opani Kwajo Yetio.
I heard the power. Former President Mahama, some walking or parking, you know, seminar. When they see parking, Jawa, near Atomic Jawa, no about it. You can say, dear partner, preaching or your fast work, and maybe no other campaign. Your cat has a year, non function now. I have this. Then I have a year concert here, and I am penny for no. Only I need to hear, yeah, but you are missing to the piano to me over there. And you can't allow countries even a week here, making a boat to question. But I said, son, you must swallow the good hire for the penny heaven. Yeah, you can hear penny for me to my mother. And that's what I'm saying, and I was also thinking, no, man, I am here. Come on, you don't know any beginning. And then you come back and so, or more basketball, one might be wrong to Germany. Apart from good law, you get a sentence one. So, more like the not the above why. Why, my
hello.
Sena mani tamu kana senu mani tana misumi kama ajini. Kansi di Marie.
Oibo kumasa miyetio.
Jonas na iduwedu adwaki for papa yesi. The penny for no. Omaye yese anuma bano. Ano se anuma utituni huwa na wari sa no muyeye. Omuba kan sembe de. Timi bisase. Nikula mimi ni omampenida. Ni amini ubibia plano. Yedi parkway shami nsemu ametimi aye edwuma. Ade ye kojibu sia na edi be ya ade no. Ti ya ade no once or for all ye kojibu se bi ebio. So ade no ni bi. U kodisi ka be ye. No find ya come amanfo no ma high ade no ma say ade no. Ti so bi se bi o ma je na ye edwuma. Yes, say penny for no. With your body, a cobon or baby, I need to. I have one walk, Mate, I could say, then you have a cock of fortune. Mana say, so you cock on the war, the engineer for. Say, give your moi, or may any your moon any year. Yes, half of folk. You see what you are telling or more. I am Watcher, or Tom the CBR. I am.
Oh, you're from Hello Color.
What's good?
Opening yet you.
I don't live in a quiet man. Hey, Kakame, it's a fine you bit not from the tobacco, dance man do it. Hey, Kakame can say, in the house of focus being for so Moluko to Atala. Or Mako Japam say, or went to make Bamko to Atala, and I put to Atala and soon to resign Fed Manbana. Both go right to be Vita.
Never maintain. Oh, nothing could call baby. Oh,
I think I resign. Or non
resign. Whoa, but you're far free. Hello. Hello, Kola. Hello.
Yeah, but good morning.
Good morning, sir. It's you.
But just Sompa TV.
Ahayana wono.
Okay. Me have family just to tell you.
Okay.
That is can say the stadium was an idea. I knew what second the part of my Ghana. I knew what second the part of my Simula and the stadium be able to go. It's not international gate. Yeah, and I said could what to go Musaka now. You can get a person for no money. That's what I know. But
okay, yeah, I say hello.
Hello.
Good morning, sir. We didn't maybe I say free.
The patcho your family Mahmoud because I feel
Yes, you.
The patcho, the problem is a real program. The almost say a national any level. Almost say better no. Omunya. Omunya starting to. Na minim. Asem na o kanu minim the professor chere omo na enye starting to here ananso say etika na omo no ekwenfa
asem we dey offer ba wa ha nyina bu befu tu here oso munya starting o munya starting so mote but what boys no kroma 10% sa on winnings withholding tax from day one. And there's a moment no 10%. Almost not the act no equate. And after 2 months from Becca said a GR boss Becca so many 1 million Ghana cedis. And Mike I may share a pay. Hello, caller. Open it you.
That time no when the morning and no mama say we need them back up. Please go there. No get no corner so. Of a next few days so and the next Muslim president Ghana Dr. Raji Mahmoud Bawumia.